Welcome to the channel, everybody. This is Teddy Tat 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 Vapes, and I'm here to bring you something special. If you're wondering what, and it's the Topside SE. If you know what the SE stands for, it's the special edition, which doesn't make it any different from the original Topside dual that doesn't have the SE. It's just a special edition of colors. I don't know if it's a limited time only thing, but I was lucky enough to get a hold of all of them. But I gave away all of them except one, and right here it is. I'm gonna dive right into it. First, I'm gonna set this here. I just want to talk advocacy for a second because I'm big on this. Right now, the vaping community is fighting a big uphill battle. There's stuff going on in my city, which is Columbus, Ohio. I don't care to mention it on here. And they're starting to change stuff. And little by little, they're dipping their hands in what we love and cherish and are right, basically. So I feel. But anyway, I'm not going to get too much into it. Just write your local representatives and mayors and people. Just we're not going to vote for them if they're not pro-vaping. If they're not pro-vaping, we're not going to vote for you, dude. And that's the only thing that's going to work. So that's what I found, and I've read all of my personal social medias and also my vaping social medias, which are linked down below in the video if you want to check them out. They're all emptied out right now, so it's starting fresh because I had to delete a lot of videos, which took my views way down. The visible views, not my analytics on my channel, because of YouTube's policy. So I'm doing something new with the warnings, with all this stuff. So I'm back at it. So here I am with the Topside SE. If you see right there, Topside SE, and basically that stands for a special edition. You got the blue and black. It's all black anodized finish, but it's got a really rough texture to it, but it's not very rough. It's just like, it's heavy. It's good. You know what I mean? It's zinc alloy and stuff, but they have the blue, which is more of a metallic blue kind of splatter. It's kind of a light blue. The copper, and there's a gold. If you look right here, you're like, what's the difference? Is that the same color? No, that's copper, and you can tell that's a copper when you look at it in person. It's very bright and kind of weird. If you like copper and like little marks all over it, that's cool. Then you got the red, which I will tell you ahead of time. If you order the red special edition, it's more of a reddish pink color. But what I'm going to review is this. I gave all the other colors away. I had one of each color I bought personally, just like I buy everything in here that I review, because I believe I'm buying only the best and what I feel that I see people vaping on. Like, I'm very involved in the vaping community. Anything that I'm going to put my money on and going to put on a video and put on my channel is going to be very good. I'm not going to test every little thing and smash it and break it, and because even if something's proven to be waterproof, like, okay, I've seen everybody smash it. I get it. It's waterproof. I don't have a stack of, I do have a few Dovpos for giveaways and stuff like that, drag twos, which are for the next video. But right now I want to get this out of the way. But I'm not going to be like every other reviewer and have a shelf of mods sitting behind them. It look like an Empire State Building, that just hoarding them. And that could be in someone's hand, keeping them from smoking. So I just give them away. I've got countless people into vaping just by giving them stuff, giving them huge bottles of juice. Maybe it might be a juice that I might not enjoy. I let them taste it. I'll even swap out coils and do whatever I need to do to get them into vaping. You know what I mean? I believe personally that if you go to the gas station and pick up an e-cigarette, you're just most likely going to get turned away from vaping because it burns your throat. It doesn't feel like a cigarette. You can't imitate the taste of a cigarette. It's not what this is about. It's about enjoying it and getting off them stickies. If you look at my sticker, it's my favorite sticker. I got 99 problems, but a cig ain't one. That's true. Well, I'm not going to get into all that. Well, let's get back to the Topside. So, the Topside deal, we're going to open it up. The box, which we'll get into the box in a minute, which is very neat. First box I've got, it actually has a purpose, so I'm going to open it. It's just a sleeve, plastic's already been removed, and you're going to see 4 holes, which isn't bad. It's not a manufacturing issue. There's a point behind it, and there's a T on there. Looks like the Tesla logo to me, but it's not. And if you take this and just slide it down, it's on a strap. You're going to see a personal card written to you, signed by Brian from TVC, the Vapor Chronicles, which in collaboration, this thing would never exist if it wasn't for him. So big shout outs to him. Props. I don't know him personally. Wish to in the future. But big props to him because he was the motivation and the designer behind all this, even though Dovpo is the one that created it. So also on top of the next, we get our battery safety card, which I am going to go to the battery safety anyway on every single video I do, because I literally had a situation, even though I know my battery safety, it happened in a shop that I trusted, and they gave me a product, a battery charger, that even said it was compatible. Went to put it in, and a battery almost exploded on, not really exploded, but vented on me. They gave me a new battery and thought it was my fault, and it happened again. So with that being said, I'm going to go to battery safety. Even if you don't want to watch that, you can skip through that part, but it'll take me a couple seconds. Then you got your attention warning card. I guess I will put this up in case you happen to skip by it. And when you get yours, if you decide to get this, which I highly recommend, let me get it to focus in. This is my new camera. I'm waiting on my other camera, but freeze frame that. Pause it if you need to. That's a definite don't do. Just, you know what I mean? Well, take care of your mod. This ain't one of those running over with your truck things. It's a nice mod, a luxury mod meant for normal use. You know what I mean? Doesn't have a very big user manual, because it's more along the lines of, if you're an experienced vaporizer or intermediate, this is for you. Not so much for the beginners. I mean, it could be if someone had a vape shop. If you just ordered it offline and just started using it, you'd probably most likely tear it up, do something wrong, and it's meant for RDAs and stuff like that. It's got for squonking. It's a squonk device, so it's a squonk. If you don't know what a squonk is, then I don't know. But there's the user manual. I can zoom that in if you want to see that, but there's not much to it. I know everything about it, so let's get into it. Next, we got the quality control pass, which everyone says they don't matter, which matters to me enough that they put it in there. So, I mean, I'm sure it went through some kind of quality control. So next we have this. This is what it's going to look like. So far, I've had nothing but blue USB chargers with all of them, so don't come matching. I'll pull a USB out, and I'll tell you, it's one of those flat ones, so it's a pretty nice one. I have a really good one that I use for my upgrades, but I just keep all the ones that are kind of nice. But as you can see, I haven't used it. It's got a rubber band around it instead of zip ties. This is not for charging. Once again, not for charging. For firmware upgrade, if you don't know, it comes with voltage, variable wattage, and bypass mode. If you go to their website, it has available upgrade for those who want temperature control. Don't think if you want it, you can have it and use temperature control. It's just doesn't come factory on there. It's an option, and it tells you the details on how to do so. It'll all come in the box. So let's go get this bad boy out. Also, comes with this Allen key and 2 odd screws, which you will see. They kind of look like mini squonk pins, but they are not squonk pins. They're keys. Make sure you keep those, because you're going to need those. Maybe. If you listen to me, you won't need them. So then there's the box. We'll talk about the box in a second. All right, there's the package. Unstick the package. I've used it for months, so a month or a little over a month. You hear that? Don't worry about that. Go ahead and pop that. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. It's not on. I don't have a battery in it yet. We're going to show you that in a second. But that little rip you see on the screen there, that's just me testing if it was a screen protector. And it is, so I just left it on there. I will peel it off because I'm going to keep this. I already gave away multiple ones. That's up, down, fire button. And then you got the really, really coarse knurling on the removable lid for the squonk bottle, but it says Topside. Let's get it over here so I'll zoom in. If it will. This camera just drives me crazy. It's fixed position. So let's try to bring it in. There you go. It says Topside. If you notice right here between the pipe, it's got a spring-loaded 510 connection. It's a squonk, but between the I'm going mind blank. I'm sorry. Between the 510 connection and that, there's a little about a millimeter and a half, 2 millimeter ring of Ultim or Delrin around it for heat dissipation, which I have noticed when I chain vape, this thing does not get warm at all. And yes, it goes up to from 5 to 90 watts. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. So what you do, it's got a sliding battery door, and right now it's a very sturdy and awesome battery door, if you ask me. Yeah, they could have done a few things with it, but as it is, it's still tight as a knot. I mean, go ahead and you push, you slide. There's nothing in there, so it opens fairly easily, and it springs up. You see, it's got a little spring in there. It's not meant to spring all the way up over here. And then you look in here. Don't worry, that's nothing but what was rattling. This, as you can see, 18650 sleeve. That way you can, if you don't have a 21700 and you just want to use 18650, which I wouldn't do. I haven't used one. I have tons of them. It's for a 21700, 2700, or 18650. So the 21700 Samsung 30T, which is listed under Battery Mooch's top. I'm on the basically the best 21700. So I have a bunch of them. So, and really, it's like battery life is pretty good on this. So we can't complain about that. So let's dive a little further. Squonk bottle. So we'll kind of leave that. We'll close that for now. And we'll get more into that, and I'll show you the battery door and all that stuff. So if you want to, this is the neat part. This is the whole feature of it, and everyone's gonna. This is the special part, and I want to get this right. So let's get. This thing's backwards, so I don't know where my hands are. If you look on there, let me get that going slow, because this thing is a slow camera. Now I'm gonna hold it. Like this. I don't know what to do here. I want to get that, see that knurling right there? That is some very coarse knurling. It actually matches the drop dead RDA. So if you already have a drop dead now, you just turn this, and if you notice, I want to get it very close so you can see and hear it. It'll pop up. As soon as you hit it's spring loaded. Right there it was. It popped up. Boom, right there. All you do is pull it. Don't rip it and tear, just pull it. And it's got 2 kidney plugs. They're rubber, really rough and tough. Haven't noticed any problems, haven't loosened up anything over time. It's been nothing but great to me, so I have nothing but good things to say about this. There isn't really any rating system I'm going to use for this. This is pure and utter me falling in love with something that I did not even like Squonkers one bit. Didn't want to mess with them, nothing. You see that? It's spring-loaded. If you can't see. So you can take that apart and clean it if you want to. Then if you look down in here, it's still in place. It won't go anywhere. There's your 2 fill holes. One there, one there. 2 kidney-shaped fill ports. They're fairly wide. You can fit Gorilla bottles in there, no problem at all. Airflow. It allows the air to escape out of one while you're filling the other, or vice versa, whichever one you want to go. It doesn't matter. So let's get into taking this apart. So just don't turn it upside down. It's got juice in it, but this is just to show you. Just pop the bottom open, and there's a little lip right here. If you can't see it, it's right there. You just take it and pull it, and right, it's on a track. It's on a sled. There's the track system in there. You pull it out, and this is your. I'm assuming that's what's in this box. Yes, it is. I haven't opened it yet. It's very heavy. Let me get it's from Dovpo. It shows what it is right there. It's an extra one of these, a complete extra one of these. So you can carry it around 10 mLs of one juice, 10 mLs of another juice, or walk around 20 mLs of the same juice. It doesn't matter. And also you can buy these separately if they ever wear out, the break, anything else. I already have like 5 of them. So I bought them just in case they ever stop selling them. Something happens. So I'm going to open this one. I haven't opened any of them yet. So I'm going to see actually what comes in that along with you. So I get a surprise along with you guys. Let's get into this. Those screws that came in the Allen pack, like I told you, there's 2 extras. Those are for if you want to clean once your juice is gone, if you want to clean your tank, switch to another juice, all you got to do is slide it out. Just run it under hot water. Put your fingers up this, shake it a little bit. Just keep doing it. You put soap water in there if you want. If you really want to, or I just use regular hot water, very hot water under the sink. And that allows after you're done cleaning it, kind of shake it down, hit it in your hand, and if you use very hot water, it helps evaporate the extra stuff in there. And just leave it upside down on a paper towel, let it dry, or other things to dry it. But if you want to, you can take these 2 screws out here. They're both right here, which those are for, and the Allen key's for. Take them out, and you can remove just the tube, so you can get to it and clean it out with a paper towel or however you want to do it. Easiest way is just to fill that up. But if you notice, there's another hole here. So if you take this out and it's filled up to these top holes where you did before, don't forget when you pull that out, there's a hole right here at this level. Juice is going to fall out of that. So remember, just wait. If you do it, just be careful. You'll be able, and through this you can see it's a little stain from using my darker juices because I steep my juices very well. So I'm going to go ahead and basically I've taught you everything you need to know about that. So let's crack this bad boy open real quick and see what's in it. So I'm just going to pull the plastic off. I'm excited like a kid on Christmas. Actually, I'm going to have a knife in here, so I just ripped the box. Oh well, I hate when I rip boxes. I'm opening it up. Very nice plastic around it. Thanks a lot. I love hard to take off plastic. That peels off like a piece of paper. Alright, got it off. Alright, here's why I ripped the box. Let's open it up and see what we get. Ooh, comes with a stainless steel knurling. I didn't know that. Full thin plastic. And remember, everything in this that comes in contact with your juice is either stainless steel or silicone. So it does not touch anything. It's all food grade stainless steel, or the Squonk bottle is also food grade. Everything's food grade on this, so you don't have to worry about anything with it. So let me just rip this open. There's no opening on it. So I don't want to make this video as fast as I can, but I don't have anything sharp. I just don't walk around with weapons. There we go. Alrighty. So if you see what it's got here, I don't know what this is. Let's go ahead and figure this out. So we're gonna. Oh, it's got a solid cap. That thing is hefty. It looks exactly like the other one, but it's a little. No, it's the same size. But I don't know if you can put that on there. So let's open this up. I'm gonna turn it if you can. Wow, that's really on there. Oh, it pulls off. It's got a kidney slot. That's the guide. That's a guide pin. And you just stick it on there, put the pin in the hole, put your juice in it, line the pin up, and just press, and then it's sealed. And you just carry your juice around, throw it in your pocket, bam, you got extra juice, and it's on there good, so it's not going anywhere. And same principle with this one. It's got the same kidney hole as the replacement. That new silicone bottle, you can see the color difference. It's got the T logo on there. And if you don't like the T, you can take these two screws apart, you can take the Squonk bottle apart, and just clean the Squonk bottle on its own, then put it back together. But they also did include, when you take them screws out, it's not screwing into the plastic. There's actually inserts with metal. They didn't want to cross-thread anything, so you can, but I wouldn't recommend just keep over and over taking them apart. It's easier to just just run under hot water, just keep shaking and shaking and shaking. Very hot water into the sink, it's not going to melt anything. It's just the sink's just hot to your fingers, but it's hot enough to get that juice liquid broken down enough to where it's almost like water thin. If you've never noticed, the juice in the heat is very thin, so you shake it and get it out. Yeah, you might be able to still smell it a little bit. Once you put any juice in there, you're having no problem. So I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to put it together and show you how easy it is. Just line the pin up right here, and then push down. I'll kind of wiggle it a little bit and push down. There. Now we got that. So we know what that is. Know what it comes with. Put it back in the box. Set that aside. Now I have another extra one. Okay. So now we're going to put this tank there. If you look right here, there's the track system. If you see them two little spots right there, you just take it and there's the T facing out. Just take it, slide it in, push. Now we're going to take a 21700 battery, which is a Samsung 30T. And once again, battery safety. I keep all my batteries in these little plastic protector boxes. That way, if I'm on the go, I can take an extra one or two, and they're not going to get explode or vent in my pocket. Not explode, but vent. Take one out. These are wrapped. I wrapped them myself. I like black, so I wrapped them. I bought a heat gun and all that stuff, so I don't recommend just getting into that right away unless you watch a bunch of YouTube videos on how to do it. It tells you right here in white, clearly negative symbol. So negative up, positive down. So there's a negative. If you don't know what the negative part looks like, it's just the flat part of the battery, and positive. Which if you've been around batteries, remote control cars, anything that takes batteries, you'll know. And so we're going to drop it down in there. Positive first. Just set it in there. Then we're going to push it over. You push it a little bit over on the track, and then you just push down and lock it, and you can feel it click into place. No rattle, nothing. It's a solid screen, comes straight on. It remembers what you was on last. If I do this, you'll be able to see the screen. But it timed out right when it was zooming in. All right, come on, bad boy. Come on, camera, be worth the money. Dude, I gotta show the screen. That's making me mad. You have to push the button to hold it. I don't have a screen timeout option. I'm usually hitting on it, so the screen is usually always on, but Alright, maybe I'll hold it sideways, you'll be able to see it better. Without my hand getting in the way. There you go. 87 watts is on there. You got voltage. It's variable wattage. I don't know why I can't get this. Every other one's worked. And this camera doesn't do that flash bull crap that my other camera did. It's just I gotta use my hands to get my face out of here. Let me figure out how to get this. Let me mess with this camera. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to do something backwards. There you go. Freeze frame that. All right. Now also let me get into the functions. If you hit the up or down, hold the down button, then hit the fire button, put it in bypass mode. Let me get that on there again. If it'll work. Please work. Don't make me look stupid. There you go. You see the bypass. Let me turn it sideways again. I don't know why that's working. It doesn't have an atomizer on it, but there, 421 volts, the wattage, and then also, so you'll put it back in. To put it back in bypass mode, just hit the down button, then hold the fire button, back to variable wattage. So also, firmware upgradable. For those of you that want temperature control, right here, conveniently located, very discreet, is the USB port, which got a little slight engraving to it, so you know that it did some machine work to it. And it's very nicely put in there. It's not offset or anything. The USB cable is provided. Get on the website. It comes with information, and you can download temperature control for those of you that want temperature control. So let's get this bad boy pumping. So I'm going to go ahead and got it on. 10 wattage. It's got 85.6 watts. I'm rocking a 25 millimeter new Goon. I'm sure you guys all know this bad boy. And it's got the top. It's got the Altum ring around the bottom for heat dissipation. I did a new build for you guys just for this video. New cotton, new everything. If I can get that to zoom in real quick. I did fire the coils a bunch of times, so sorry about that. But built a couple quad core fuse Claptons and popped them in there. Why is this not working? I had it set up perfectly. All right. Come on, bad boy. You're that good of a camera. Let's get you to work. Come on. Anyway, you get the point. So we're gonna pop this on. We're gonna turn this on. We're gonna screw the atomizer on. Always back thread. Always back thread so you feel it click, and then slowly turn it on. And this is a little tight, so it's reading right here the correct. I'm sitting there spinning the top, so let me get that cap put back on right. Well, I can get it right there. Remember, you always want your airflow over your coils. So we're gonna put the top back on. All right, it's ready, and let's get the airflow lined up. So I wanted you to see the reason I did this is because I want to take this off, so you guys can see how it squonks. So I gotta take that out. Set it aside. So we're gonna fill this bad boy up. So what I'm using now, if you want to know what I'm vaping on, I already went through 2 bottles of it. I'm gonna do a review on it. It's this Country Clouds cornbread pudding. If you're into desserts, let me tell you. If you don't believe me, look at this. I was gonna put this in there, but there's not enough in there. I carry around these little 15 milliliter unicorn bottles. So I'm gonna shake this up. This is a new bottle. We're gonna open it up. I always shake it good until it bubbles up a little bit. But if it's steeped right, like you see some of these, they look dark, like honey, like pancake syrup. But some juices will be clear, but I still try to get a little tint to them. The better. If it's a crappy flavor at first, don't think steeping it and keeping it a long time. It's just gonna multiply the flavor. You know, if it's good at first, the older it gets, the better it's gonna get. It's like fine wine, better with age. So shaking this up to get everything mixed nice and good, because it's been sitting on my shelf for a while. So sorry, I'm doing this. All right, I'll just pop it open. All right, there we go. Unicorn bottles, Chubby Gorilla. All right, I always have problems with these rings falling off, so I don't want that falling off on me. So this is how easy it is to fill up. If you want to watch, take it. I'm gonna put this in here and just start filling, and then until I see it, I can see. You'll be able to see the juice come up. I'll trust the camera. It's coming. There it is. Slowly coming up. You see it? You see that juice right there. You see where that juice is at, and I'm squeezing the heck out of it. But then once you get past that point, you got to kind of look down in it. But that's not a big deal. They're all complaining about having to look down in it. And you'll see it takes a lot of liquid. I'm trying to hit that fire button to get burnt cotton. Alright, it's past that point, so I gotta kind of look at it. Give me one moment. I ain't got a lot of light in here, so I don't want to overfill it and make a mess. I'm going to kind of hold that to the side. But yeah, that's how easy it is to fill up. I mean, I'm saying, let me get some of that light. That might be a problem if you're using it in the dark, but I mean, I still can see it. Go. I'm doing a video. Don't even get out.
These are all yours.
All right, thank you.
Put them behind here.
All right, it's full. It's coming out.
Oh,
Go.
Underneath there. I'll see you. Don't step on them sticker wraps. I'll see you Monday night. I'll be back tomorrow.
All right, now it's full. We're gonna take this cap with the little kidney spots on it, match them up, and you'll know once you get them in there. I mean, they fit. Once you plug them, you'll know it'll stick. And just push down, just turn it until it don't turn anymore. It's just a few turns until it's tight. And now watch this. Oh, I just hit the button. So I'm gonna hold it. I can already smell that stuff. It smells so good. I'm gonna squonk it. I'm gonna put this camera down. And we're gonna try to do this as much. If you watch, I'm gonna get it zoomed in. All right, it was just zoomed in a second ago. What's going on? Sorry, I ordered my God's sake. But there's all this stuff, so hold on just one moment to get this zoomed in. You got to see it, Squonk. It's awesome. It doesn't overflow. It's perfect. All right, there it is. Man, well, I'm just going to Squonk it real quick. All right, it's already saturated. If you watch the air bubbles get back up. It literally takes every drop out of the bottle. Like you don't have to. It's no mess. Period. So you just got to watch it going over the holes. You can hold it, fill it up. But I would take it when you first use it, so you don't have to go over them holes. Take a little bit, put it on your coils, on top of the cotton on the very top, which I'm going to do right now. And then I'll just squawk it down into the bottle. So, give me just one moment.
Marshmallow fire with my bottom marshmallow.
So, yeah. Sorry, I got people in the background. They want to leave me alone while I'm doing videos, so obviously they don't know what they're doing. All right, now I'm only got to fire it a little bit. You can see it. It hits quick. So now it's hot. Now it's warmed up. Put a little bit more on the coils. And it's ready to rock. That's all you have to do. I mean, you don't have to do that. As long as that's just your first time. Go ahead and throw this bad boy on here. Line the holes up for airflow. Make sure I got all the airflow. This has single coil and dual coil holes on it. So, all right, it's fully open. Saturated, so I'm gonna get it going a little bit. Squonk it again. Squonk it again. And I'm at 8. I'm gonna go down to, let's say, 70 watts. Exactly 70. Don't think this thing's underpowered in any way. The flavor is amazing. I mean, that might be the coil build and the cotton I use and everything else, but we're only at 70 watts, 21700 battery. It lasts literally all day unless you're seriously your juice will run out before your battery will, I'll tell you that. So the extra bottle of juice, either carry a juice bottle around or carry the extra bottle with juice in case you don't want to, I don't know, like you have multiple options. Carry the whole bottle of juice, the extra juice bottle, and you got everything, but I don't see you leaving for very long and eating that much juice, but you just hit the Squonk button right here. Like, it's not going to spill. Like, you turn it whichever way you want. It literally sucks every bit of excess juice back down in there. The Squonk setup on here is just awesome. And right here, the mod is not warm at all. This is just a little bit, but I'm going to hit it again so you guys can see it. Listen how quiet it is. It's so good. It tastes so good. It feels like I'm getting the liquid in the back of my throat. I just choked on like cornbread pudding. Someone put it up to 80 watts. Let's see what it does then. And listen. it fires right away. I mean, instantly. I just instantly hit the button and sell. Just a quick little toke. Get this mess out of here. So that's at 80 watts. And once again, if you want to hit bypass mode, just hit the down button and hit this. We're in bypass mode now. I'm not going to mess with nothing, but that's bypass mode. Then just hit that again and hit the top. Put you back in variable wattage, which all you need is variable wattage. I wouldn't recommend messing with temperature control. For those of you that want it, go ahead and take the cord firmware update. Remember, do not charge this with the attached charger. I'm not getting into all the dimensions and all the specs. I don't do all that. I know what the dimensions are. I can read them to you off the package. Like once you get it, but I don't think you need all that information. I don't care if you care if it's done in 91 millimeters or 91.3. Like I don't think that matters. What I'm gonna tell you is you can trigger fire it, thumb fire it, squonk at the same time. I mean, literally, this thing just feels. It weighs at least 200 grams at least, 190 something to 200 grams. I mean, I would say I haven't weighed it. I haven't used my scale to weigh it. But once again, this is not hot in any way. The RDA is warmer than the mod. The mod never gets warm, like ever, because of that Ultim insert or Delrin, whatever. I'm not sure if it's Delrin or Ultim. I haven't really looked that deep into it, but I will look that up and post that in a future video. But whatever it does, it dissipates the heat very well. So we're gonna put it on 90 watt. Or put it on 90 watts. Max it out, and we'll see what it does. Oh yeah, it's frying. So let's squonk her again. You can hear it suck back up and watch the air bubbles going up. And now I'm going to hit it. It chucks clouds, boy. That's at 90. You don't even need 90. And that's showing 3.37 volts. And when I hit it, it's fired at 26.7 amps. So this battery is rated for well over that. So, I mean, it's well within it. And it's a 0.13 build. I wouldn't recommend going a whole lot lower than that. I mean, that's high. I mean, I usually do single coil builds with this, but with the two, and what I use, I make my own coils, but what I do use is these with Dovpo pre-made quad core fuse Claptons. They're $6 for 10 of them, 10 coils, which 5 sets or 10 singles, and they're perfectly machined. You never get a defect. You put 2 in one, it tells you right on there. N80, 0.26 ohms. You're a megason if you don't know ohms. That's 0.26 ohms. Put 2 together, that makes it 0.13. Very accurate reading always when I do it. And if I wanted to show you, there it is, 0.13 ohms at the bottom. If I can get it to show up, this stupid camera, I guess you can't see the screen too well. I will tell you this, it's the brightest screen out of any mod I've ever had. Outside, you can clearly see it right in the sun. It's a basic, simple screen. Yeah, I give them that. But you couldn't ask for more. It shows everything you need to know besides your puff counter. If you care about your puffs all like that, I don't know. Maybe they'll do a firmware upgrade for that, for people complaining about that. I don't know. But what it comes with and the package and how it works. I may have overcomplicated a little bit. I could have just popped it out of the box, took this out, took the squonk cap off, which just unscrew it, let it pop up, open it up, put a battery in it first, obviously, or battery. It doesn't matter if I had a battery in it or not. Fill it up, put a battery in it, close it up, adjust the wattage, throw your whatever RDA, whatever you're using on there. Adjust the wattage, make sure you pre-wet it, whatever. I can't think straight right now. I'm half asleep. It's 3 a.m. I'm still recording videos. So it's that easy. I mean, the screen kind of drives me. The one thing I will have a complaint about is the screen. You got to kind of, if you watch when it goes out, as you can see it now. If you just hit it, like sometimes it will. They're if you hear it, very clicky buttons. Yeah, the little ones ain't as clicky, but see it round robin still. I forgot to tell you that. It's down to 5 watts. Hit it back. We're at 90. I'm gonna put it back to 7. I'm gonna put it on 75 watts. Hit it one more time. Very. I'm not coughing because of the vape. It's like so good. It's like, I don't know the power curve on this or what, but it's a very like powerful, like instant like I'd say it's 0.05 or something like that. It doesn't. It sure is in this little pamphlet. I didn't do all that research, but it fires instantly. But look at the screen. When I hit the button, it doesn't always come on. You got to kind of double tap it. You got to double tap the screen to come on if you want the screen. But it'll fire either way. But it's not warm in any way. Battery's still full, and I've cranked it. The RDA is a little hot, but the goon comes in this new bag with the symbol on it. But on the other side, it's got the goon with the, and also it's got a G engraved on it. I'm not even gonna bother trying to show it on this camera. Sorry, the new camera will be back out of the. I had to send it in because my daughter did something crazy too. I don't want to say it on here and void my warranty, but so far so good. I just paid a lot of shipping and been waiting almost a month now for them to return. I don't know if they're investigating it or what they're doing, but I can't wait to just sit there and hit my remote control and have everything set out and then have this done. I don't have to sit here and hold my hands up like a clown or something, like I'm trying to entertain people. But yes, that's the setup. So Goon RDA, you can use any RDA you want on here. Single coil, probably better. But anything that's buildable, multiple build options for our RDAs out there. If you know your RDAs, whatever RDA you got, yeah. If it's semi-iridescent, it might not match. Black matches. I like matchy match. So that's why I got the all matte black stuff, matte black Goon, and the drop dead RDA. I still got that juice in my throat, and it wasn't spit back either. It's just like that juicy, like I'm eating cornbread pudding. So gotta do a review on that juice. I'm gonna have to. I don't usually do a lot of juice reviews. Let me pull this back to the top. Okay, guys. So once again, here's the Topside Dovpo by Topside Dovpo Topside SE by Dovpo, however you want to say it. Was not sent to me. This was not paid for. This is not to review for any company. But I don't find any complaints with it. Like every complaint you're gonna find, if you want to find a bunch of complaints about it, go to some little nitpicky person that really I know just as much as they know. I've been around and been in the vape game long. When I first started, I started out on blue e-cigs and went from there and never stopped. I was building coils before. I didn't want to get into that, but yeah, I mean, it's just the basic. I'm just doing a basic review. I'm not getting into all depth like that. Like, hey, dude, oh my God, I gotta take off half a point because of that little corner right there. Like, if that corner wasn't there, dude, and it wasn't tearing holes in my $8,000 pockets, like, seriously, I would give it a 10, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing none of that. I'm just gonna tell you, it's a very well made. I haven't found one that hasn't. I know a bunch of people bought them. A bunch of people use them. I'm not going to tell you how I did that, but and I gave away 3 of them. Well, 4 of them, actually. I had 2 of the gold ones. I just like this pattern better. They're both identical almost, so you know you're going to get a pretty nice, it's not going to be solid gold or solid black. I mean, it's pretty even on both sides. It's pretty slick. I mean, to me, it's the most beautiful color. Then they come in blue, black, red, and all that stuff, like plain colors, them the original ones. I don't think it's any different, but and then also but if you notice, there's a little lip right there. It's designed in case you're not smart enough to not put your your air holes in front of this. It runs down your screen. It actually runs around. But if it gets down to there's them holes. That's for your chip and venting. That's your vent holes. If it gets in there, then I don't know what it might do. But I haven't had no problems with it. Like, to clean it, let me tell you, it's not impossible to clean. And so the magician type thing I got going there. It's just a little tiny little crossover tube about this big, put in there very thick, very nicely. If you watch the video, I'll tell you about it in a second. But all you do is hold it, squonk tube down. Take the battery out, please. No battery in, no RDA in, no tank, no nothing. Unscrew the cap. You can use soap water if you want. I wouldn't recommend soap water, but take it, fill it up with water, hold it down at this angle at all times. You do not want water dripping down this or anywhere else. Then you just sit there and squeeze the tube, just squonk, and you just hold it down facing this way, which I'm not dripping any juice now. You can see with this RDA. And then just squeeze, and it'll sit there and squirt out, and then you clean it that way. That's how you clean the actual tube that's just running across there, which I've never had to clean. I switched from juice to juice and never even noticed any flavors. So they've done a good job with the engineering. I will give them that. So that's not even a complaint of mine at all. I know all about this. I've watched the making of the video, the device. I mean, I followed this device all the way around, and then I didn't like squonking. Like, I almost didn't buy this because I had thousands of dollars wrapped up in the next big thing of of squonking. And just when this came out, I was skeptical at first. I said, you know what? Give me 5 of them. You know what I mean? I'll take 5 of them. I wanted the special edition, whatever. I didn't care. Got 2 of the gold ones and the other colors, which I gave them away. But I think actually the reddish pink one I gave to my dad, and he quit smoking because of it. Of course, I'm always giving him juice, but if not, he goes to this little smoke tobacco place and buys this. I don't know what it's called. Just cheap little juice. Which it's like a I don't know. It's like a low. It's like 60-40 or 50-50 blend. I don't know what he's doing, but I need to get on him a little bit more about what he's doing. But once again, what I'm vaping on now, what I'm usually using is my Dovpo Drag 2 with the Falcon Artisan Resin Edition. It matches the Dovpo perfectly, if you can't see. It's rocking the same stuff in there. This is 70 watts. Flavor on both of them, awesome, insane. Falcon, great. I'm gonna do it. I got tons of Falcons. If you see them all here, give some of them away. I opened 3 of them because I had 3 black ones, but I bought a whole crap ton of them. So next review will be coming up is me doing pair ups for mods. So I paired up a portable pocket size mod, which will be the Asia Solo unwrapped. It's the stealth version, and an all black Nunchaku by UL. And I've used these 2 together. I have it. I'm not going to show it, but we're going to unwrap. We're going to unopen these together in the next video. And I'm going to show you how to chuck some serious clouds on and make the. Yes, it's a single 18650. If you don't already know, it's not a 21700. It's not the Aegis Mini, which has the internal battery. This is the removable 18650 swappable battery, and then that's why I have this. I have a bunch of these to carry around the Sony BTC5As, which are also known as one of the best all-around 18650. Don't just buy the highest mAh, just because it has 4,000 mAh does not mean it bad. This is 2600 mAh compared to the 3,000 mAh 30Qs, which are at the bottom of the list, which I bought a bunch of them and didn't even know. So, yeah. But this is next, which I'll be doing that here in a minute. And then uploading it, so put them back over there. Got a bunch of juices to review, and then I'm gonna do the Dovpo Drag 2. Got 2 of them. Yes, I got another one. I don't know what colors these are. I have to look on them, but I already took a plastic off them. But I got 2 of the gray and black ones, which I kept personally for myself, so I love it. But that's the next review, so look forward to that. And then I got a bunch of the best juices. What I do is I look, when I first started vaping, I started basically taking everybody's advice on what's the best juice, and then buying the juice without trying and going home, and then it's not steeped or it just doesn't taste good and I don't like it, and then kept giving the juice away. So now I go up, I taste them where I can. I only buy juice from places I know, or where I open it up, I look at it, make sure it's pre-steeped. If it's not pre-steeped, I don't feel like messing with it. But if I want to steep something, I'll go ahead and show you how well I can steep something and the method I use. Ultrasonic cleaners don't work, but here's the Keep It 100 crunchy squares. Look at that bad boy. That is steeped. No, it's not bad. It's still like not very old, but I have a very good method of steeping. So that might be what stained the silicone a little bit, but it comes right off. I wipe my finger in there, but yeah. So I have a bunch of stuff here. These are all just recommended juices that taste really well that I personally use on a daily basis. So I'm not going to review juices and just like, oh, well, that's nasty, I'll give it a 4. I'm going to review good juices that you will like if you're into that particular flavor. And if you don't happen to like it, I'll give you the money. I don't even care. I'm just that personally. If I recommend something, I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. I don't care. I'll refund it. I don't care. You bought a $20 bottle of juice that I say you'll like, and if you find it and you like, and for some reason it's that bad where you're writing me and complaining like, bro, that stuff sucks, then I'm like, yeah, here, I'll shoot you an Amazon card. That doesn't mean get on my thing and start complaining about juices, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's how much I mean it. And I do have my other tanks preloaded with, if you can't see that, that's why I have them, but they're preloaded. This one's still steeping, but this is I don't know if anybody knows about it, but it used to be a different company, but now it's Dr. Vidbag's Wildberry Limeade. It's the only juice I found. I even bought Sour Mix from a shop a little 5 milliliter bottle of sour mix where you put 1 drop in a tank. It's supposed to have a sour malic acid taste to it. This wild berry limeade, bro, literally tastes like you're drinking lemonade. Like, I don't know if it's like I can distinct the wild berry between what berries it is. Like, I'm not gonna go, oh, that's a hint of this and this. I'm not some aficionado, but I can just tell you that is a very good berry lemonade. Like, very good. Wouldn't have it in a tank. I use the M1 coils. They have the F series coils, the M1, M2, the M triple, and I prefer the M1 coil out of all of them. And it's like, I don't know, I'll get into that in the Falcon tank review. I have to redo all the reviews already done, so I'm kind of mixing this all into one. It's hard, this video so long. If I have to, I'll edit it out, but if you guys start complaining, but just know that I'm here to bring you the best of what I know and have been around and been using for a long time. None of this, I'm not an out of the box reviewer. I guess I'm going to surprise you with this, but then I'll show you I have a pretty dinged up version of the Aegis Solo. It's not dinged up, but you notice I wear it in the Chuck use. I know how this is going to work, but I want to do it again because I want an extra one. So I got this, and if I might just go buy another one, like another stealth one, because I always max another black one and do a giveaway. So all you gotta do is like, subscribe, leave a comment. Please don't leave a ton of comments. If they're good comments, good, go ahead and leave them. The more the merrier. You know what I mean? Like, so with that being said, I haven't worked out my giveaway situation yet because of YouTube. So once again, my social media links are down below. My Twitter, my Discord, and my Instagram. So you can write me on there. I'll interact with you guys. I'll reply to every single comment. I don't care if I have 20,000. I'm not going to ignore anybody. So if there's anything else I'm missing, yes, with the Nunchaku does not come with the Nunchaku tank does not come with any mesh tanks. They sell a 0.20 UN2 meshed H, and it comes in a 4-pack for about, I got it for $10, but they give me the place. It's, I don't know. I'll explain later, but I get them for $10. So they're not like Falcon tanks. I will say that they're not gonna last you a month, but they last me quite a while. I haven't timed it, but at least a few weeks. And they're pop-in design. You don't have to mess with screwing them in. And I'll get into that in the review, but I'm just kind of, but I'm gonna kind of get into it. But once again, do not charge your batteries in your device. These are $19.99. Fits almost every single battery. It's got digital display. Tells you once you get up to 4.2 volts, it'll trickle charge if you got a bad battery and bring a battery back to life. It's called the eFest Luck 2. It's $19.99 at most any brick and mortar shop that has them. I know Vaporfly is a big, huge company. I'm not doing any advertising for anybody, which I don't care. But that's where I got this. I got these. I got 2 of them, and then I got a couple of big bay chargers. I'll do some reviews on them. But yeah, that's my favorite charger because it comes with a car charger too, and it really does charge and it works good. And it's just, and the awesome back looks awesome too. It's just awesome, colorful. But yeah, once again, I'm gonna hold it up again. Oh, the stand. This doubles. You take this out. This is meant to come out the inside. I'm not gonna take it out right now because I don't feel like it. But this is meant for a parts box and an Addy stand, atomizer. If you don't know, those holes just like instead of keeping my tanks top down like I have to. Now that I'm gonna put this back on my shelf, not in the box, and I'll just show you real quick. Holes for atomizers, and I can just pick them up. You know what I mean? So no biggie. And you got a whole box to put your spare O-rings, spare stuff, just everything together. I wouldn't suggest mixing it up if you don't know what goes to what, but they did something smart. Like what they didn't have to do that, you know what I mean? But they went as far as making even the box a non-disposable. Like you could throw it away. Like I wouldn't though. It's so cool. It's like a rubberized plastic. It's like very well built. It's got a track that slides in. It's like locks in, no rattle. I mean, yeah, it's got an atomizer stand on it, and stuff might fall out of it if you put a single screw in it, but as long as they're in bags or whatever, nice holding box. So that's another point for me. But I hope I showed you everything about the Squonk device. I'm sorry the screen wouldn't show up very good on this camera. I will have my my other cameras back very soon. But once again, just tap it twice for 75 watts. Let me get this screen just one time, just once, so you can see it. Let me get it. Let me get my hand. Let me get everything blocked out of here. I'm gonna come this way and get that bad boy on there. It's gotta work. Come on, baby. Come on. If I have to hold it sideways, I will. There we go. 75 watts, 3.13 ohms. It's got all your information. I apologize about the screen, but at least you can see it's all bright enough to confuse my camera. So we're going to go ahead and smoothest 70 watt hit, 75 watt. It's a warm vape, no spit back. No, I mean that's an awesome setup right there. You can use whatever RDA you want, whatever setup you want to use. But that's what I use: the new Goon 25 millimeter and the Topside by Dovpo, created by TVC Creations, a TVCA creation. And the brain behind this is Brian. I can't remember his last name, but shout out to him. I want to give big props to him because he produced something that got me back into squonking. But I don't really back into squonking. I think I'm just in the Topside. I'm not even gonna call it squonking no more. We'll call it Topside. And you know what I mean? Like if they don't just keep doing this in the industry, like this upside down till the bubbles come out, like I can't stand that, dude. Like I'm the one that I'll just use a tank. You know what I mean? I've been a tank person because I just didn't want to mess with it, but started messing with RDAs years and years ago, and this right here is just a pride and joy. Like, and the Goon comes with a squonk pan. You have to take out the original 510, but it has a flat head on it, a deep, nice flat head, so you're not stripping it or anything. It's in the bag. Comes with some extra goodies in there. You put about any drips if you want in here. So, if you want my recommendation, right here it is. Topside by Dovpo. So, any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you can. No, I do not have a Patreon account. This is me helping out the community, not taking from the community. So I don't want to take none of your guys' money or anything. Yeah, maybe down the road. I turned my gaming channel into this channel because I had to delete the other channel. But maybe along down the road, I might set up a Patreon account or something like that. But all proceedings would go back to giveaways and giving back to you guys. So don't look for any way to pay me or anything like that. I'm not worried about that. Don't want your guys' money, nothing, anything. I feel if I can help the vaping community, I'll gladly spend my money, which I'm not saying anything about my money, but I'll buy whatever I got to buy to bring you what's hot, what's new. Yes, this might not be the newest thing on the market, but I brought it to where I use it enough, bought enough of them, dealt with enough of them. I didn't just open it, use it for 2 weeks, have thousands of mods sitting on my shelf, tested it a few times, and then give you a review on it and give you a point system. I don't do point systems. If you think I should start doing point systems, I will come up with a very complicated point system that really means something. Because what 10 points is for some person might be 3 points on another person. So you don't know what that gap is. You know what I mean? That's what confuses me about a lot of videos. That's why I don't get into them. Yeah, I have a few idol YouTubers that I do watch very frequently. Yes, I do pretty much subscribe to every Patreon account I can that is on YouTube that I find, if I find that they're doing the right thing and putting the right messages out there. So this is the introduction of me back into the scene of vaping. I haven't been gone. I've just been using a different channel, and YouTube got on me. And I had a YouTube lawyer before that, and he didn't. I had like the gaming channel before. They were giving me hard times for giving away so many PlayStation cards. Like whatever, if I want to give something away, like why? If it's just a gift. So I'll work out all the details of the giveaways. Just like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. You won't be forgotten. And with that being said, this is Tat Vapes. The tattoos will tell you otherwise, Tat Vapes. But one day I'll take my shirt off and let you see all my work. But that's once I hit 20K, I guess. We'll just say 20K. I don't even have a goal, but let's just say 20K, and we'll do a review with my shirt off. So with that, once again, the box. Non-disposable. This, I don't know what you do with this. They cut down a tree for this, so I'm just playing. Pretty thin little wrapper. Just slide it back in there. I don't know how I'm going to keep it, but that's my new atomizer stand, which I needed one because I have so many tanks, which I only have the best of the best tanks. But I'll be doing some Falcon and Free Max, the Mesh Pro. We're going to get that settled once and for all because I've done some testing, some serious testing with every coil and every kind of juice and everything. Which one's better in flavor, the functionality and all that stuff, pros and cons, and and such and such. You know what I mean? So anything that comes from my channel is going to be a very, maybe not be in depth in your mind because I didn't give you the specific voltage, how much. If you want to know that right now, if you want to know all that stuff, I will link it in the description down below. The entire pack specifications. If you want the specifications here, I'll get them on there right now, so I don't have to repeat them. I don't think that's what's important. I think if someone's showing you how to use it properly and giving you proper warnings and safety, I think that's enough. And so let me get that on there where it'll zoom in. I don't know why it's giving me such a problem. Like, seriously. There you go. It's 92 millimeters by 54 millimeters by 27 millimeters. Material, zinc alloy, aluminum alloy, stainless steel. All parts that have contact with e-liquid are made from food-grade stainless steel and silicone. Input voltage is 3.2 to 4.2 volts. Output range is 1 volt to 8.5 volts, which is a big plus. Everyone complains about the 7 volts. Resistance range is 0.08, which I don't recommend doing at all. Don't go below 0.1, especially 0.08. And then let me read the rest. I just want to focus. It's got wattage range 5 watts to 90 watts. It does round robin. It's got a 0.96, but I need to say 1-inch OLED screen, which is vertical, very bright, which I would say, and gold plated, spring loaded 510, which I went over that, and 11 silicone bottles with a capacity of 10 mLs. That's what I want to show. It is 10 mLs. I measured it. It filled to the tippy top. 10. Let me get it how I did it before. I don't know why this camera's doing this. It's making me look like an idiot. Just believe me, it says 10 mLs. If you don't, man, if you see that bottle, if I were to measure that, that was full to the top. It's a 60 milliliter bottle. I'd say I got about 5 more Phillips with that. I would just say. And the other one's pretty empty, so I wasn't gonna even put that in there. I'm gonna dump that juice in the other bottle. But yeah, once again, it comes with the information about it. And to learn more about this device in depth, I don't usually do shout outs to people unless you're my subscriber or something like that. Shout out to Brian, and if you want to go there, it's to check out the Vaping Chronicles, and you can check out the making of, the thought behind, and the process of how this thing, the Topside, even came about, which is kind of controversial, but awesome innovation, like way ahead of the time. And I hope to see more products follow, which has the dual version of this, but that thing is just clunky in your hand. I mean, unless you really need 221-700s, you know, and want to walk around all day with that. I'd rather carry around an extra battery than hold that giant thing in my hand. So I have one of those. I'll show it to you in the next video, but I don't use it just because of the comfortability of it. So I think that this is the right way they went. The original, the thought that went behind it, the process of making it, everything was nitpicked behind it, and then copied over to a dual version. But yeah, can't recommend enough. It's if I have to give it a 1 to 10 scale on how I feel it's good enough to make a long video about it. So I'll give it a 10. Like, I have no complaints about it. Like, there is things that could go wrong with it, but that's the same with any mod. But as far as functionality, what it's meant to do, it does everything it's advertised. Have had no problems with it. Works flawlessly. It's never not fired. Never leaked on me. None of that stuff. But as long as you use it how it's intended to be used, it will work fine for you. Now, if you happen to get a defective one, I'm sorry about that. That isn't my fault. But as I've opened up 30 of them at least, and everyone popping the battery instantly comes on. No problems at all. Now I'm going to leave it out of this box, and I'm going to be using it the rest of the night instead of the drag, because I want to RD it up tonight. And so you'll see me in my next upload doing that. If you want me to do live streams, tell me also down in the description, leave a comment down below if you'd like to see some live stream reviews, because I'll do them too. I don't care if I mess up. Why are these not fitting in here now? Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. I have more trouble putting stuff in the box than getting it out. That's pretty funny. I don't know what I did to this USB cable to make it so hard to put in there. But yeah. Anyway, so if you want to pick this up, it's in a shop. I'd rather buy it in a shop. I don't buy anything online ever. Not juices or anything, because you never know. But I always make sure I want to hold it in my hands. If it's a closed box and I know it's new, like, I'll grab it. You know what I mean? But that's knowing that you can go back to that store within 20 minutes. And I live in a rural area. I live in a small city, about 30 miles outside the major city of our state. and I can just drive 20 miles and there's vapor stores everywhere. And you know what I mean? I'm good friends with a lot of them, and I deal in the vaping too, but I'm not going to advertise anything on here. So this is strictly just a review of the Topside SE by Dovpo and TVCREATION. And I hope you liked the review. If there's anything I left out and you want to know, please ask me in the comments below. Yes, it's been a long, and I went on, and this is a pretty long video, but that doesn't bother me because I can just edit it if anybody's complaining about it. But once again, you can use a 2700, 21700, 18650. So if you can't afford to buy the battery when you buy the device, I've seen them going anywhere between 65 and maybe $100. Depends. If you walk into a kind of something that's really bump up the prices, you might pay 90 to $100 for it. But would I pay $100 for it? Yes, I would, because it's that good. And I know it's that good because I've used it, had multiples of them, give them away. They're still working to people that are just beginning vapors. Not recommending it for beginning vapors. But I'm saying I got people on vaping from one of those. You know what I mean? And yeah, it came out of my pocket, which don't mean nothing to me. I mean, but once again, I'm gonna give you one last shot of it. We'll take one last rip at it. We'll do a 85 watt rip and. And woo, yeah. With that being said, this is Tap Vapes, and I'll be back really quick in fast time with my next upload of whatever product I fix next, which I think is going to be the on-the-go bundle, which I recommend with the wattages and what the mod puts out and all that stuff. I told you the Aegis Solo and the UL, and then Chuck Hill. Great matchup, so I'm going to have a video coming next. Then the Dovpo Drag 2. I know a lot of people have done tons of reviews on them, but I got some interesting stuff that you might not know about it and that I've done with it to relieve some of those issues that people are having with them, which aren't very a lot, but it's a lot of people are using it, so it's popular. I'm pretty sure people are looking it up, so I'm going to do what I can to teach you about it and what I've came to do, and I'm a very, very, let's say, technical person when it comes to things. I could probably come up with something from scratch, build a box mod if I wanted to, but no, I'm not going to. But with that being said, please look forward to my next videos. My camera setup will be totally better. I won't be doing all this number all up in your face like we're at some Brave or something, you know what I'm saying? But I will have some good content for you guys coming really soon. So let's see how you guys react to this. Once again, the Topside SE by Dovpo, TVCREATION. It's basically just designed and created by Brian of the Vapor Chronicles, built by Dovpo, and yeah, that's really all there is to it. So I showed you the ins and outs, how to clean it, how it works, how good it is. The screen, yeah, you didn't get to see too much of it, but it's a bright, readable, very good screen. It comes with a screen protector. I leave mine on. My screen protector's on. I don't know why I dug it up that much on there, but now it has no scratches on it. And the one I have without scratches, without a screen protector on it, doesn't really scratch easy for some reason. It's kind of like like if you have like one of those cell phone things, which I keep around, they're like 30 or 40 bucks, but it's a wipe-on screen protector, and you put them on your Galaxy phones and stuff, and you take a knife to it, and it still won't leave scratch marks. I'm not telling you to do that, but if it's like a shiny mod and you want it protected in this glass or something like that, wipe that on and cell helmet, and there's a bunch of different brands. Go to a cell phone store, buy a liquid screen protector. It's 9H hardness, which is very hard, and you won't get scratched on the screen if you care about your mod that much, if you're that much into it. I've even made my own screen protectors out of the little grid things you can buy at Walmart for $1. So, I mean, I do a lot of different things, so a lot of different stuff. So, to see all the cool stuff I do, just like I said, hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell, that ringy ring, it's kind of shaped like this, you know what I mean? Hit that, and I'll be right back at you with another video. Once again, this is Tap with Tap Vapes, and I'm here with the truth, the best, and none the less. So I'm out of here. All right, thank you. Vape on. Keep it vaping.